Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start a little early. Technically not early, on the time that it should have been because, yeah, technical difficulties. So, hi guys, happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. My little girl Luna is sitting here, so she's gonna join us, right, Luna? Yeah. Oh, she's camera shy. So I'm going to get started with the community poll. Right now, I have two of my regulars in the queue. I have Batty and Fatima. And since I'm getting started a little late, I will do a more extended reading for you guys. So this is the Endless Oracle. You know, you guys are lucky on my live streams. You kind of get a taste of new decks that I get. So let me go ahead and get this shuffled up. We're going to just do a community read to see what energies are around us. What is it we can look forward to in... Actually, let's do one since we were talking about Mercury retrograde. Let's see what it is that Mercury retrograde has in store for us. What kind of energies we will be facing during that time. So as I'm shuffling, just think about that time period. Still is better with all of this Gatorade and astrology stuff than I am. How long is Mercury retrograde still? And while I'm shuffling, keep on thinking about Mercury retrograde, just getting this deck all warmed up. It's hard to shuffle with a cat on your lap. All right, I'm going to do 3 cards. The Endless Oracle is really cool because it basically creates panoramas. So if you guys have seen, oh, that's such a long time. So if you guys have seen my Prisma Visions flip through, then you kind of get an idea. So let's see what we have. Our first one is the Well. So I'm going to read these intuitively instead of relying on the guidebook. That's my goal with this deck. So with the Well, it seems like, you know, there are a few things that are going to happen here. One of the things you want to be careful for is, you know, making sure your well does not run dry. Make sure you keep it full and don't let people access your well, which is like your energy, your emotions, all of that stuff. Don't let people access it who are not going to help replenish it. Then we have the Fisher. Look at that. Keeping with that water theme here. Be careful of the wary fishermen, the people that are going to be fishing from your well, fishing for your energy, your attention, your focus. Perhaps not a good time to be straying away. Oh, that's even longer. Hey, Virgo, welcome. We are just doing the community read. So, yeah, you know, as we are going through Mercury retrograde, make sure you're keeping your energies close at hand. Be careful about it overexerting yourself. Also, this could be a warning for you guys as well. You know, don't go fishing for too many things at once. Focus on the things that are already going on around you because you don't want to stretch yourself too thin. Let's do one more card. Ooh, and then we have the Pair. Ooh, this is cool. So focus on, I would say, you know, focus on the people that you already have around you, the ones that already make you feel fulfilled and energetic. And also maybe this could be not necessarily people, but it could be projects or things that you're already doing, already working on. Sorry if my lights are too bright. Hopefully you can see these cards. Let me dim one of these. But yeah, you know, and then what I really like here is the moon phases that are happening here. So here we're kind of just looking up at the stars. We're not driven by any energies of the moon. So you might be faced with a little bit of darkness for a little bit. And as we go through this Mercury retrograde that feels so long, and we haven't even started yet, you start to invite more light from that moon, more energy from that moon in, and it will hopefully help dispense any of that darkness that you might have started the rotation off with. And then in the end, we're inviting some more of this brightness here. You can see this really cool green moon. So yeah, this is saying like maybe retrograde's gonna start off a little rough. I feel like I'm already feeling it. But if you make sure to focus on protecting your energy, focus on yourself, focus on not stretching yourself too thin, at the end of it, you might realize that it was much more of a fruitful journey than you may have initially felt it was going to be. Kind of like this. I'm digging this deck. I might do some more readings with it tonight. Let me know how you guys feel. Yep, hermit mode is awesome. If things can go wrong during the pre-shadow phase, then yeah. I feel like last full moon people were wilding too. Hi Kitty, welcome. Welcome to the queue. My Twitch family is joining us today. All right, I'm gonna warm up my deck. I'm gonna read who I have in the queue. I have Batty up first. Go ahead, put your question, followed by Fatima, S, and then Kitty. So I'm gonna just get this shuffled, get it all warmed up. Yeah, sometimes it's funny. The different retrogrades are like nothing, and then every once in a while, I'm like something weird happens, like the mic stand, the little knob piece that tightens the microphone. Literally snapped off right before I was starting a live stream, so I kind of have to hold it the whole time, which is impossible to do when you're shuffling. All right, let's see, Betty. What does Spirit want you to know? Oh, that's good. I'm glad it didn't turn into something, more than it could have been. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want you to know? Ooh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, we have the Knight of Swords. Let's see what else we have here. While I'm shuffling, guys, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Let's do one more card. Kitty, I will get to you. Just going through my queue. Let's do one more shuffle. Here we go. All right. This is a swords kind of reading. So it seems like right now you've been going through just a really stressful period. At the center of your reading, you have this Ten of Swords. Ooh, everything's all crooked. You have this Ten of Swords. So I feel like you've been feeling some maybe a little bit of self-sabotage, and a lot of that probably has to do with this Knight of Swords in reverse and this Nine of Swords in reverse. It might feel like people are out to get you, but I think a lot of this is internal. One of the things about the Ten of Swords is that it can be about betrayal, but I think in this sense, it's you betraying yourself because everything here seems to be fairly mental. I really see yourself here as the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is they can be someone who's really like forward thinking and has all of these ambitions that they rush towards, but in reverse, it can be really chaotic and explosive and just you're very immature in the things that you are focusing on. So you just got to be careful about that. So, if there have been things that have been progressively going wrong and you start to get more and more and more in your head about it, it's just going to continue the cycle more or less. So then we have here at the end we have the excuse me, sorry. Sorry. Luna was on my lap, so she got all up in my nose. So here we have ending this, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. And really this card is telling me that you're having a difficult time processing all of these emotions that are happening over here, and it's best basically leading you to feeling like you're trapped in this situation. So I feel like spirit is saying like, "Hey, you gotta get out of your head. You gotta switch some of this energy around, start releasing this in whatever way that that's possible for you." So, at the core of it, it's about not, you know, not giving in to these low points that you're feeling right now, and that will require you to figure out, it's probably a good time for shadow work, but um this will be a good time for you to figure out, how can you start to get out of that mindset so you're not on this hamster wheel, so to say. um so sorry, this kind of like a heavy reading for the very first thing to get into. But yeah, I would be careful about making in this mind space. I'd be careful about making any rash decisions, especially with this Knight of Swords in reverse. Just because, yeah, they're most likely going to be decisions based off of anxiety. Yeah, you got to be careful. Katarina, yeah, you can just use exclamation point join. It's kind of hidden over there, but um, that is how you enter the queue. Hi, to be loved. Let's see here. Fatima, you are up next. You're welcome, Batty. Let's see. Don't forget to like this video. It helps with the algorithm so other people can find me. Oh, and thank you still for the bless you. I feel like I might not have said thank you. All right, Fatima, let's see what are H's intentions towards you. Hangman in reverse. We have the Five of Cups. Let's do one more card. Sorry, Kitty, the list doesn't really like work. I can't figure it out. Streamlabs is wonky like that. But Kitty, you are there's one more person ahead of you. All right. So I think that, well, you have the Hangman in reverse, you have the Five of Cups, and then you have the Page of Cups. I feel like this person might be trying to figure you out. I don't know how well you guys know each other, but the Hangman in reverse makes me think that, they're switching up perspectives about you. Maybe they thought one way, or you guys started off one way, and maybe you start to see their actions start to change as we're going forward. But in the center here, we have this Five of Cups, which is, I think, the interesting card in all of this, because I think maybe they feel like they missed their shot, but they don't realize that that's not the case. So I wonder if there were interactions between you guys before that either didn't sync up, didn't go well, something like that. And they're not sure, if they should try again. But with this Page of Cups, there's a desire to do so. There's this blossoming emotional connection that they're wanting to have, but it's just not quite there yet. And one of the things, a lot of times in readings like this, one of the things that I suggest, because there's no swords here, so there's a lack of communication that is happening. And if you notice, right, this card, you have this change of perspective happening. Whatever happened with you guys in your past, they're facing away from each other. There's not a sync up that's happening. So you got to make that communication in order to turn things around and get back on the same page, if that's what you want to happen. If you're worried about anything malicious or anything like that, I don't see anything bad here. I just see a disconnect between you two. So yeah, just got to work on that. And that would either require some kind of intervention, whether that be from you or for them. But if they've been doing this for a while or been in this phase for a while, it will most likely have to be you, Fatima. Excuse me. All right. Katarina, make sure you use exclamation point join. Yeah, and sometimes that happens. It's not the biggest deal in the world, Fatima. You just gotta get, gotta talk to each other. Communication is key. You're welcome. Thank you for joining as always. All right, S, you are up next. Let me see. Who's S? Oh, I think that might be you, Virgo. That makes sense. Yeah. Virgo, if you're still in the queue, go ahead. Sometimes Streamlabs and YouTube are out of sync, so if you change your name or anything like that, it'll show up as the old one, so just apologies for that. And then let me read off the queue. We have Kitty, To Be Loved, Laura, and Katarina just got in there. All right. There you go. Alrighty, if Virgo comes back, we can get to them. But Kitty, you are up. Can you repost your question for me, love? I'm being stalked by my cat. She's like circling me like a shark. I'm gonna turn this background music up a little more. If it's too loud, let me know. Ooh, I don't want that. All right. Kitty Liddy. I love that name, by the way. That's so cute. All right. How are you being perceived at the moment? Let's see. You're welcome. Let's do one more card. Oh, look at that. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So I don't think that you're being perceived as bad. I wonder though if it's really hard to figure you out. I feel like people might just have a hard time, bridging that connection between you guys, or between you and whoever it is that's trying to build that connection. But I think at the heart of things, you're probably someone who likes to keep to themselves a little bit, like keep your own peace, and enjoy time by yourself, and really low key. The Four of Swords, sorry, they're gonna get up again. Welcome back, Luna. So the Four of Swords is like the card of rest and rejuvenation. So I feel like maybe this is the card that's saying that you are low key. You just, you keep yourself. You don't necessarily, you're not the type to go liven up a party, for example. You'd rather just chill and relax. And the Four of Cups is kind of similar, but I think that the Four of Cups is where people are not sure how to read you, because a lot of times from mistake, people can come off as a little apathetic of everything. That could just be your demeanor, maybe not necessarily how you are, but because again, this is just how you're being perceived. So from the outside looking in, it kind of seems like, oh, maybe you're just very like, those people that are so chill that you're not sure if they like anything, that kind of vibe. And this is more of the mental energy you give off, and this is more of the emotional energy that you give off. But overall, with this Page of Pentacles, it seems like you come off as studious or hardworking, someone who enjoys learning. So when people can break down these walls and actually get to know you and see a little bit more of who you are, they see that, oh, you have really cool interests. You have things that you like to learn about. You have things that you like to dedicate your time and effort towards. And they can start to see that side of you. It's just getting between these two, getting behind these walls here in order to see this. 'Cause the pages are they're generally younger, so I feel like maybe you also, when people can get to know you, they feel like you have more of a youthful nature, youthful air about you, but while also feeling very rooted, and there's this like level of stability that the page or pentacles give off as the earth, earth energy, the earthness of pentacles. Luna says hi. My in real life cat, Tarot. She agrees with the reading, by the way. But yeah, so I think that you're perceived fairly well. If you just have trouble letting your walls down, letting your guard down when dealing with new people or large groups of people, then that's to be expected with these two fours here. They're kind of difficult to originally get to know you. Let me look up real quick what the fours are. I always forget my numerology. I'm so bad at that because my memory is shit. So fours are stability and like stability and being very solid. So yeah, it kind of plays off of this pentacles here. So even though they feel like they can't quite break through those walls, they still see you as someone who's really grounded and rooted in oneself. So yeah, that's not bad at all. I get this a lot. So to me, I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is exactly how I expect people to feel when they first meet me. All right, to be loved, you are next. I like that you put your note in here. Hello, everyone. I feel like I need to, yeah, it is. You're so welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Feel free to follow so you can catch me when I'm live next. All right, Luna. And for my YouTube folks who are still watching, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help. Every little bit helps. All right. To be loved, you'd like to know what's coming towards you in your love life. Let's see. Decisions. Let's see, one more. Luna's licking my arm. Cat licks are so gross. So for love, I feel this is not gonna be what you're hoping for. I feel like, with you have some decisions that are going to be made, but I don't see anyone worthwhile coming into your life. Kitty, technically I only do like one reading, but if I get to 8 and it's quiet, I do open it up for people to ask more questions. So it just depends around like this, like in 15 minutes. If it's quiet, then sure. So at the heart here, we have this Two of Swords. This is kind of like feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place. And in your case, the rock is feeling emotionally disappointed, and the hard place is feeling betrayed. So I don't think that whatever is coming towards you is necessarily going to be very pleasant. I will say though, at the end of this reading, the Five of Cups, there is this like gleam of hope. So I think that you just kind of have to get through whatever phase this is. And I think that this is, over the next like month or two, you might start to experience disappointments. I would say, like, perhaps you go on dates that are just very, very disappointing, and it makes you start to question whether you're doing the right thing or not, and then in turn make you feel sort of emotionally disconnected with what your goals are. But this 5 is saying that even though you kinda have to kiss a few frogs, there are good things that are waiting for you. You just haven't gotten to them yet. One of the things I like to point out with the 5 of Cups is while there are 3 cups tipped over, there are 2 cups that you're just not noticing. So there are good things that are possibly close by you right now, in terms of your love life. Maybe people that have been around you for a while that you just might have written off, or you haven't made that connection yet. So I think that it will take some time. It will take you going through a few lemons in order to really reset your thought process in terms of dating. So I think if you've kind of been doing the same thing over and over again, this is really like that hamster wheel that you're on and have to get off. So while I don't like to give bad news, I will say that it's not all bad. It's just not going to be fun in the beginning. So hopefully that helps. All right, Laura, you are up next. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the cube, Brisk. All right, let me get these back. Laura, if you are in the queue, go ahead, put your question. Let's see, who do we have up next? Okay, Katarina. There we go. Go ahead, put your question in the chat, love. So then after Katarina, I will get you, Brisk. And then Kitty, if you had a follow-up question, yeah, it's a little quiet, so I should be. Oh, okay, there you are, Laura. All right, Laura, I'm gonna do you first, and then Katarina, I will get you. All right, let's see, Laura, what's coming in love. All right. So, I don't think more bad news in the love sphere. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of disappointment in terms of whatever goals you were hoping for. I feel like you're looking for the one, someone that you can settle down and just, create a family with. Not necessarily like kids and all, but have that family unit with that other person. But I don't see this happening for you anytime soon. Whatever it has recently come into your life or is coming into your life soon, I feel like it's just going to lead to heartbreak here with this Three of Swords. A lot of grief and stress. I don't think that it's really going to work out for the best. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with, I have to wonder if you're currently in flux right now, like you're going through a period where you feel like you're not grounded. You're not feeling very stable in the things that are going on. This could be in your current family life, or it could be financial. I feel like this is probably more so to do with like your family life. It can also be about health, a little bit, but I feel like this is mostly to do with. Bye, Luna. Gosh. I feel like this mostly has to do with how you're feeling with just if you're not happy with the way things are, I think that is permeating through other things and will end up sabotaging other stuff. So if you're not grounded, if you're not rooted in yourself, you really don't have that foundation to build anything long lasting on. So I think that this is a good time to, instead of focusing on things that are coming in, focus on the things that are already happening around you and build them up or root them or ground them, whatever that, means. Find that stability in your life. Um, I'm trying to see, do I see anything else here? Yeah, I think really that's it. I would say too, if you're holding on to anything from the past, to let that go as well, because that's affecting whatever is going on in the present and is just exacerbating this card here, this grief and heartache. So I'm sorry, Laura. All right, Katarina, let's get your question. Want to know how your coworker sees you. How does this coworker see you? I'm accidentally curling my cards here. Um, you're welcome. So I don't think this coworker necessarily got off on the right foot with you. Um, I don't know what kind of interactions you guys have had so far, but I feel like at the heart of things, it's just like you guys did not immediately mesh in some way or another. Not necessarily that they hate you or anything like that. Uh it's just that they are like, oh, not my cup of tea, not my kind of person, that kind of thing. Um the Ace of Cups in reverse suggests that, like, no problem, Virgo. Welcome back to the queue. So the Ace of Cups suggests that there was a bit of a just misstep in the start of you guys' meeting, whatever that was. I don't think that it was necessarily anything internal, especially with it being the cups. I feel like it's definitely more so um, just no, I don't know how to nicely say, oh, this person's not my cup of tea. But then you have this Empress in reverse here. This is maybe I don't know what you guys do, right? Like I don't know any of that, but the Empress seems kind of like a helicopter mom almost. So if you're um hovering around this person a lot, or you try to insert yourself into stuff that they are doing, I feel like they probably feel like you're micromanaging, even though you might feel like you're just trying to spend more time with them. So it's definitely coming off, instead of coming off as like nurturing and generous, it's coming off more so of I'm hovering over you. I'm gonna watch what you're doing. Um, you're like maybe a little suffocating. Um, but I will say that with this Ace of Swords, I feel like this Ace of Swords can go one of two ways. This could be a sign of like maybe a bit of competition, but I think more so it's a change of heart in terms of communication, like realizing, all right, you guys might have different styles of being coworkers. Let me backtrack and caveat with, I don't see anything romantic here. I see this as like a platonic person that you're forced to be around because of work. So with that being said, with this Ace of Swords, I feel like there's going to be this point where you guys are able to work well together, but I don't see anything at this stage that is leading me to feel like this is anything romantic, anything more than just work colleagues. So it's one of those things too, as you guys come to understand each other, it's always good to check in a while. All right. You're welcome. Brisk, you are up next. Oh, Virgo, you're welcome. Nat, welcome to the queue. How are you guys today? Hope you guys are having a good Friday and looking forward to the weekend. I feel like we might get a semi-white Christmas this year, so that'll be fun. All right. And Kitty, if you're still in the queue, go ahead and rejoin, because then I'm gonna close out the queue. All right, Virgo. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I'm so impatient. Just a general reading. Okay. Let's see. General reading for Brisk. Let's see what's going on. It's a very swords heavy day. You guys have snow, Ari? That's so cool. Interesting. Getting a lot of the same cards, but way different like feels going on. Okay. Yeah, I saw your photos still of your snow. Super jealous. I love snow. All right, let's see here. So, just a general reading of things that are going on. So, I feel like you have a lot going on. I generally max out my readings on live streams with 3 cards, especially if they're just from the chat and not from tips. And I'm not putting pressure on you to do that. I just want to let you know that I feel like there's some different topics that are happening and overlapping, which might mean you should go back and get a reading on these different things. So with that out of the way, I feel like at the heart of things, you have some good things going for you. You have some things that are exciting, things that are worth celebrating. Maybe like a graduation or just a celebration amongst friends, birthdays, that kind of thing. Something that's just exciting that you can really enjoy. But flanking that, I feel like we have slightly different things that are going on. Over here, we have the 9 of Swords. This is a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. I don't think that these 2 things necessarily have anything in common, but I think these 2 things are somehow fueling each other. The 9 of Swords is saying, like, you've been really just high peak anxiety right now, and it's starting to trickle into other aspects of your life. But I think that maybe you're struggling with that because you also have good things that are going on in your life. So it's kind of like this tug of war, and perhaps might sound weird, but perhaps sometimes when things are going well, it stresses you out a little bit. So I'd be careful not to let this become a cycle. Find a way to break that somehow. That's easier said than done. And that's not going to happen in this 3-card reading for sure. But then over here, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is where I feel like it might hint with everything else that's going on, but this is where things are a little out of balance. You didn't quite reach that end goal that you were looking for, which can fuel this anxiety, but I think this is more deeply rooted than whatever this is. With this 10 here, I I think that you should be careful about where you focus your time. And I think that too, when you're highly stressed like that, don't let your mind wander too much. So here with this 10 in reverse, it's it's saying that maybe you need to reflect back on either your health, your finances, the physical things in your life, your home life, the things that are going on in those realms that are making you a little stressed, making you feel unstable right now. But I feel like it's very interesting because these two things don't go together. So that's why I feel like there's something deeper going on when you have general readings, or at least when I do general readings. Sometimes a lot of different topics pop up. So take that all in with a grain of salt, because I don't think that it's all one big thing. So I don't think that it's necessarily all one huge issue. Just little things that are going on that are bothering you, but still some good things that are going on as well. Alrighty. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Welcome to the queue, Ari. I don't think I've seen snow in December in a long time, honestly. Uh, Trying to think back. I don't really get like snow here until like January, maybe February, I feel like. But I got a winter weather warning, and apparently all the way down through to like southern Virginia and or like northern North Carolina might be getting snow in the next week or so. All right, Virgo, you just wanted to know what Johnny Capricorn. That would be, I feel like that would be a really cool stripper name. All right. Let's see. So I'm thinking you're saying if you will work what. Oh, okay. I see. I see. You're saying like basically what his intentions are towards you. Ooh. I can't remember a time that I had snow on Christmas. Let's do one more card. So, there's good and bad here. I think that one of the things that you'll have to, 1 second, sorry. Nod, go ahead and use exclamation point join. I will make you my last person, and then I'm going to close you. So Virgo, this Nine of Pentacles starting everything is a testament to not harbor old things. So if you guys are really set on restarting something, basically giving it the old college try again, then you need to let go of that. All this snow talk is so fun. So one of the things too that I want to say that this could also be a sign that you're not necessarily doing this restart. You're not restarting on the best foot. So I'd be careful, don't put too much money forward. Don't do too many things out of character. Don't overgive. You know, there has to be some sort of balance that happens. Um, and it makes sense if you guys have a history that there's this lack of security, the feeling like you're insecure in the entire process. So the goal is to change that, flip that energy, and find ways to better ground and root your relationship. So in the center here, though, you have the strength card. I feel like, oh, you have, oh, I just noticed that was another pentacles. um, so in the center here with the strength card, it's a reminder that you guys, or it's a testament that it's probably worth fighting for. It's worth putting that energy towards. You just have to focus it. So the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is saying, hey, things didn't work out before, so don't try the same things over again, right? You need to instead put that energy and focus into strengthening something new. So look at it as a clean slate, really. And then we have here the Page of Pentacles. This is, I think, where these two things here are gonna be integral in things working out. This reading doesn't have like it's an absolutely good idea that this is happening, or this is absolutely not a good idea. This is, you guys are on this journey, and if you do these two things, that will set you along a better path, perhaps. The page is about being enthusiastic and wanting to learn. So perhaps relearn each other, you know, figure out what's different. What are these new things that are going to be going on between you guys, and just sort of dive into each other's interests. That's what the page is all about. There's the page is the learner. They're the student. So study each other. And I feel like this doesn't quite answer your question, but overall, I with the strength card and the pentacle card, I think that there's this effort, this drive to work on it. You just have to leave all of the old things in the past. Thank you. This is my look at the box. This is my cat tarot. My cat, well, I say cat tarot. It's cats rule the earth, which is true. Cats do rule the earth. Our cat overlords approved of this deck. All right. Nat, you are up next. You're welcome. Hey, Nay. I closed the queue for the night, but I will be back on Friday. You can just hang out and chat with us about the upcoming possible snow, if you're getting snow or not. I know. I keep wanting to call it Cats Rule the World because there must be a song named that, or Girls Rule the World is a song, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I keep wanting to say Cats Rule the World, even though it's Cats Rule the Earth. Both equally true. All right, Akil's attention's towards you. Woo. Let's see. Nice shuffle. I hope your cats are doing well, Ari. Cats or cat? Do you have more than one cat? Ooh, okay. So, Akil has definitely changed how he or they perceive he perceives you. The beginning of this is the death card. This card is full on like transformation, new things and changes that are coming into one's life or them themselves changing. So if perhaps, before if you guys have known each other for a while, or if this person has just kind of gone through like their own rebirth, they are starting to see you and perhaps even the world around them a little differently. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles is like that card of like a hard worker, someone who's really diligent, and I think they see you as someone who really puts their mind to things and follows through with them. They there's like a level of discipline that they see in you that I think that they really like. And then here we have the Queen of Wands, and this is the the queens are like mature. The Queen of Wands specifically is both in tap with their emotions and intuition, but also really just fiery and like a firecracker almost, but in a good way. Someone who is uh they embody the warmth of that fire around them in a really good and controlled way. So they provide that level of warmth to the people around them. Someone who's confident and maybe even nurturing, being the queen. So I feel like, I in this, I feel like it's not necessarily like a superficial attraction that's building. I feel like they're starting to see the inner mechanisms of you and they really dig it. So yeah, I think that, I think you Akil is really digging you, and hopefully there really aren't, there really aren't cards of action. I guess the death card is probably the closest, where it's like the possibility that he could make these changes around you. But I really see that as being a change within himself that starts to see these things in a new light. So let me see if there's something on the bottom of the deck. Oh, Ten of Wands. So yeah, I think that perhaps this person will make some moves coming up soon. Yes, no, you're still in the queue. You're actually up next. You come up as Lion Den Studio. Oh gosh, you're looking to get another cat. You're just gonna get tag team, just so you know. And I like that your cat's name is Junior. Oh yes. Anytime I get my new witch's moon, I basically like rotate the boxes. You're welcome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why YouTube and Restream are like that. Oh, so after you Okay, actually, you are the last one, so I'm gonna finish up with you. All right, where does your focus need to be for Capricorn season? Let's see. Focus for Capricorn season. You have major arcana. Oh my god. Um wow. Okay. So you have strength in reverse, you have the moon in reverse, and then you have the chariot. So I feel like you have a lot going on, but uh I think the theme is going to be about finding control. Lizelle, I'm sorry, my queue is closed for the night. I will be back on Friday, next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So where was I? Yeah, the theme of this is going to be about uh finding control, right? So with strength, one of the things that I like about the strength card upright is it's not necessarily about, physical strength, like, how much can you lift kind of thing. It's more so about your inner strength. So if you feel like that has been lacking, I think that you need to focus on getting that started first this season, and then that will help other things fall in line. So, if you feel like something recently has sort of just thrown that out of balance, then yeah, that's something that you'll have to start off with. So I don't think that's going to be your sole focus, but I think that's going to be the theme, if that makes sense. The theme that everything kind of falls back onto. Then you have the moon in reverse. And again, if you focus on finding that inner strength, focusing on getting that back, I mean, when do you not have a lot going on, right? Um, I think the next thing to do is to make sure that you identify the things that work and don't work. So if you've created this illusion that everything is fine, then that's not gonna serve you very well this season. Um, so yeah, with the moon, I think that there's this need to shine a light on what is going on. So once you find that strength will give you that drive and foundation to do this. Um, I think that being able to do that, being able to uh, reorient yourself, shine a light on what it is you truly need, will give you the wheels to actually start to push forward. So it's like this is a perfect time of year, I feel like, to do that, where you refocus yourself, reorient yourself, and make sure you set the right priorities. And in order to do all of that, focus on that inner strength. So let's you weren't here for my endless oracle. So let me pull, maybe I'll do two cards. Let's do two cards. Let's see. And this is like building the full picture. So what I'm gonna do is like the near future. No, I'll do the present and then the near future. How's that? Present cards. So card to represent your present. Oh, the healer. This is about healing yourself. Feel like you focus on healing everyone else but you. So right now, this present is, you are the healer, but who are you focusing that healing on? Is it yourself or is it other people? And it's funny because, you see this person who's obviously the healer helping her, but then there's this huge queue of people behind her. So she never gets the chance to stop and focus on herself. So I think that's your present. And then here we have the near future. This lightning strike, I think, plays off of the chariot. Let me move this up some so you can see. Plays off of the chariot quite well. I'm glad that you said that, like a much needed reality check. I think, in terms of finding that focus and uprighting that moon, that's really what that energy is, like, finding that moon upright. Natalia, sorry, my queue is closed for the night. So you have in your near future lightning strike. This is where you have finally refocused that energy and you can strike. It's like the two things here. The moon, if you were able to upright that energy, and then the chariot. And when you think about it, lightning is just like a singular focus too. So remember, this this whole era, this whole reading is all about finding that focus, and once you do so, you know where you can strike, that thing that you should pinpoint in order to be able to move forward and, you know, go on with the next things. Um, Let me look at this a little closer. I'm still getting used to this deck and trying to be more intuitive instead of left brain. But I think, yeah, I feel like that's pretty clear cut. I really like this deck. I can't wait for you guys to see the flip through of the Endless Oracle. I'm like stupidly, the last two Oracle decks I got have been really, really nice. So, Ari, hopefully that helps you. It gives you an idea. Usually I don't have to dive too deep. I feel like you always know exactly what it is I'm talking about, even though I feel like I'm rambling sometimes. Thank you, Sil, for helping out. I need to next time remember to make you a mod so that way you can help. But my cubes are usually pretty in control. Ooh, I'm so glad that I love that you journal so that way you always remember what it is we talk about. Because, you know, I'm bad at that. Sil's good at that too. So you guys should follow each other on Instagram, by the way. Ari has really great, like, journaling, yoga, like self-care kind of stuff. And then Sil has her planners and tarot flip throughs, but she also likes to journal as well and plan. She's definitely a planner. So yeah, Ari, post your Instagram and still post your Instagram so people can follow you guys because you guys have amazing content. Oh, and Sil and I are going to be doing our second, our part 2 of our tarot resources, where we talk about I think we're getting into books at this point. All right, Luna, I know. She's telling me Mom, you're done. You're done. It's lap time. Come on. It's like having a child, except I don't get any tax breaks. Yes, I don't get any tax breaks. Yeah, so if you guys want to join us live, we will be there Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, good. You guys are following each other. Awesome. Yes, I know. I'm almost done. Yeah, post your IG, Ari. Let me see. Let me pull it up. I know. Times are so hard. All right. 1 second. Ugh. All right. I think that's one of them. I feel like you have 2. So sorry if I posted the wrong one. Yay! I love when people connect. Okay. She is becoming insatiable, so I think that is my cue to skedaddle. Ari, still, thanks for hanging out. And if you guys are free on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join us for some fun tarot resources discussion. Share your favorite books, videos, YouTubers, so forth and so on. Have a good night, guys. Bye.